Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Impeachment of the United States. Today's Star Wars Day, May the 4th. Unfortunately, we're not going to officially talk about Star Wars on this channel because I am not a Star Wars fan. And I will not talk about Star Trek because I'm not a Star Trek fan. Although my dad, he really likes Star Trek, but that's a story for another day. So, this is the big one here. One of the three main ones that everyone knows about. And it happened 21 years ago. Yeah. It's still kind of fresh on a lot of people's minds. But, today we talk about the impeachment of this guy.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
That's right. We're talking about President Clinton in this one. But before we do, I just want to quickly go through where in the almighty Constitution does impeachment and anything required or, involved with impeachment are. So, first we go to Article 1, Section 2, Clause 5, and the power of impeachment. Who has the power of impeachment? Congress does. And Article 1, Section 2, Clause 5 clearly states, the House of Representatives shall have the sole power of impeachment. So what exactly are the various charges for impeachment? Well, once again, we come here to the Constitution. This time we go to, let's see here. We go to Article 2, Section 4, Clause 1, which clearly states, the President, Vice President, and all civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. So let's quickly go over each one by one. First off, treason. We go over to the Constitution. We go to Article 3, Section 3, Clause 1, which states, treason against the United States shall consist only in levying war against them or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of two witnesses to the same overt act or on confession in open court. However, bribery and high crimes and misdemeanors are not clearly defined here in the Constitution, so if you want to know what all that means, I made a video on my Facebook page and you can take a look at. And you can share it with your friends or whatever. Like this video, share it. Anyways, we now go back to at this point, we go to a Senate trial. For this, in the Constitution, we go to Article 1, Section 3, Clause 7, which states, the Senate shall have the sole power to try all impeachments. When sitting for that purpose, they shall be on oath or affirmation. When the President of the United States is tried, the Chief Justice shall preside, and no person shall be convicted without the concurrence of 2/3 of the members present. Yeah, just like how I've been saying throughout this entire series, that there's always a specific number that's needed, but, sometimes you go over it, sometimes you just barely make it, and sometimes you just don't have that amount to begin with. And the last thing we got to talk about here in the Constitution, we go all the way to Article 2, Section 2, Clause 1. This is about pardons. The President shall have power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States except in cases of impeachment. So that's just a bit of the constitutional stuff that says about impeachment. Don't worry, we'll go back over this one last final time on Thursday, but let's just focus on today right now. Okay? Alright, so now it's time to go over some information. So, today obviously we're talking about Bill Clinton. Yes, it is that Bill Clinton that we all know and love in modern history. He was born in 1946, and he is still alive. I have no idea how old he would be at this point in history, but well, let's check this real quick. Let's see here. 2020 minus 1946. He's 74 right now, guys. Ugh, excuse me. So, what office did he have? Well, as you probably may have guessed, and you pretty much know, at least through modern history, he was the 42nd president of the United States from 1993 to 2001. That's right. In 1992, he beat the incumbent George Bush Sr. for a second term, which kicked a Republican president out of office and put a Democrat president in office. But we'll cover that election and all the other presidential elections, including the one for this year, on another day. So, what were Clinton's charges? Well, he was charged with perjury and obstruction of justice. The date of his impeachment was December 19th of 1998. Yeah. Oddly enough, well, no, I won't spoil for you guys. We'll wait until Thursday for that. So the House Judiciary Committee vote was 21 to 17. And according to my notes, it was pretty much right along party lines. Since, at this point, the Republicans controlled Congress. The Republicans controlled both houses of Congress, as you may remember. I do believe it was the 105th Congress. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I know. It's hard for me to remember all the Congresses. Because, I did an entire series of it last year in 2019, and that took months to do. But, oh well, I did it. That's all that matters. Now, we have two separate House votes for each article of impeachment. Article 1 was perjury, in which that final vote was 228 to 206, which was passed, which means that no matter what happened with any of the other articles, which there were a total of 6, he would be impeached and he would be sent over to the Senate for a trial. The other charge and the other vote, which was obstruction of justice, that final vote came to 221 to 212, which obviously passed, and that one was also sent over to the Senate. Speaking of the Senate, let's find out exactly what the first vote of Article 1 actually was.
Question is on the first article of impeachment. Senators, how say you? Is the respondent, William Jefferson Clinton, guilty or not guilty?
Yeah, as you see right there, it failed in the Senate for Article 1. So, as you saw right there, that was Chief Justice William Rehnquist, which we talked about in the last series. The video for that will be in the description of this video below. Which came to a total on there, it was 45 to 54. Why 54? Well, because one of the senators marked present, which innately made him go over to the not guilty side. So the actual overall vote was 45-55. Yeah. And so for Article 2, which is obstruction of justice, let's go over to the Senate once again and see what they said.
The question is on the second article of impeachment. Senators, how say you? Is the respondent, William Jefferson Clinton, guilty or not guilty?
Yeah, as you saw there, it was a 50-50 tie, with some Republicans crossing over to the Democratic side. 67 votes were needed for removal, and he was not removed from office. He was the second president to not be removed from office. He ended up being acquitted on that same day of February 12th of 1999. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends. And thanks so much for watching, and we're going to add in some extra bonus footage recorded on Wednesday, April 22nd, with little Ollie crawling. Yeah. The day before he turned 1. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the extra footage. Ollie, get Panda.
Want your bottle first? Get it. Get your bottle. Get your bottle.
Well, Ollie, get Panda. Yeah.
Get the panda. You did it. You did it. You got the panda.
Thanks so much for watching. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, click on the circle on your right. If you would like to see the most recent series that I've covered on this channel, click the square on your left. In this case, the most recent series that we've done was The Chief Justice. I hope you like it.
and very appropriate for this series. Thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.